In the today's class, we will study the logarithmic mean temperature difference for the counterflow heat exchanger. In the short form, it is called LMTD. So in the yesterday's class, we have studied logarithmic mean temperature difference for parallel flow heat exchanger. So today we will write the LMTD equation for counterflow heat exchanger. So consider a double pipe heat exchanger in which both the fluids, hot fluid and the cold fluid, flows in a direction opposite to each other. See here, the hot fluid is flowing in this direction and it is exiting from the heat exchanger, whereas cold fluid, let me write here, cold fluid, it is passing in this direction, that is opposite to the direction of the hot fluid flow, and this cold fluid is exiting from this point. So here both hot fluid and the cold fluids flows in a opposite direction to each other. So this hot fluid, it enters the heat exchanger at a temperature TH1. So the subscripts H and 1, it stands for hot fluid. H stands for hot fluid, 1 stands for inlet of the heat exchanger. So the hot fluid, it leaves the heat exchanger at a temperature TH2. So this is the direction of the hot fluid which is flowing in the heat exchanger. So whereas cold fluid, it is flowing opposite to the direction of the hot fluid. So here cold fluid enters the inlet of the heat exchanger at a temperature TC1. So this is the entry point for the cold fluid. So I have written here TC1, and the cold fluid comes out of the heat exchanger at a temperature TC2. That means cold fluid is moving in this direction, that is opposite to the direction of the hot fluid. So now our main desire is to get an expression for this counterflow heat exchanger, that is the rate of heat transfer for this counterflow heat exchanger in this following form, that is Q is equals to U into A into delta Tm. Same equation how we have written for the parallel flow heat exchanger. So let me call this equation as equation 1, where U is the overall heat transfer coefficient, A is the area of heat transfer, where delta Tm is the mean temperature difference between the hot fluid and the cold fluid. Our main intention is to calculate this delta Tm first, that is mean temperature difference between the hot fluid and the cold fluid. Let me write here, this delta Tm is the mean temperature difference between hot fluid and the cold fluid. So let us consider an elemental area dA. Let me draw here. Let us consider an elemental area dA. Let me consider this is an elementary area dA of this heat exchanger. So if we note down the temperatures here, so here let me write here dTH, that means difference in temperatures of the hot fluids. So already I have told you. So when the hot fluid, it is moving along the length of the heat exchanger, its temperature goes on decreasing, because this hot fluid, it is giving up the heat to the cold fluid, whereas cold fluid is gaining the heat from the, or it is receiving the heat from this hot fluid. But in counterflow heat exchanger, this cold fluid is moving in this direction. That means here the entry point for the cold fluid is at this point. So if I note down this temperature also, so here this becomes DTC. That means difference in temperatures of the cold fluids, where DTH is the difference in temperatures of the hot fluids. So now let us consider an elementary area dA of the heat exchanger. In the short form, I will write it as HE, where HE indicates the heat exchanger. So writing an energy balance equation, writing an energy balance equation. So let me write here, heat given up by the hot fluid will be equals to heat received by the cold fluid. So when we write the equations for this, where heat given up by the hot fluid, we are writing this heat dq for this elementary area dA. For that purpose, here it is dq, where dq is equals to mh into cph into dth. This is for hot fluid. So similarly, we will write it for the cold fluid also. It is given by mc into cpc into dtc. Same equations we are writing. We are using the equations where q is equals to m into cp into delta t. Here delta t is nothing but dTH, that is difference in temperatures of the hot between the hot fluids. So here, for in front of both these equations, I am writing here minus sign. We are using minus sign here because both the hot fluids and the cold fluids, when they are moving along the length of the heat exchanger, the temperature of the hot fluid, it goes on decreasing as the length of the heat exchanger increases. So here also the temperature of the cold fluid, it goes on decreasing as the length of the heat exchanger increases. For that purpose, for both the fluids, we have used here minus sign. So from now, I can write this dq, rate of heat transfer, for this elementary area in this form also, where dq is equals to u into dA into delta t. Delta t is nothing but difference in temperatures of the hot fluid and difference in temperatures of the cold fluid. So let me write equation number 2 for this and equation number 3 for this. So now from equation 2, we'll write dTH is equals to minus dq divided by mh into cph, whereas dTc is given by minus dq divided by mc into cpc. Whereas mh is the mass flow rate of the hot fluid, where cph is the specific heat of the hot fluid, where mc is the mass flow rate of the cold fluid, and cpc is the specific heat of the cold fluid. So from this equation, I will write dTH minus dTc. This will be equals to this minus dq, I will take as common. So we'll write here 1 divided by mH into CPC. So dTH minus dTc, already it is here minus, so minus into minus becomes plus. So I will write here minus 1 divided by mc into CPC. So now this equation I will write in this form, d of th minus tc minus sign as it is. So I will substitute the value of dq from this equation, where dq is given by u into dA th minus tc. This will be equals to 1 divided by mh into cph minus 1 divided by mc into cpc, as it is equation. So now this th minus tc term I will take to this side. So we'll write here d of th minus tc divided by th minus tc. So it will be equals to minus u into dA 1 divided by mh into cph minus 1 divided by mc into cpc. Let me call this equation as equation 4. So now integrating equation 4 between the inlet and exit of the heat exchanger. In short form I have written HE. HE indicates heat exchanger, that is between the conditions 1 and 2. That is, 1 indicates the inlet of the heat exchanger, condition 2 it indicates the exit of the heat exchanger. So integrating this equation 4. So if I will integrate this equation between the limits 1 and 2, so here I will consider this th minus tc as x term. So dx, it becomes dx by x. So integration of dx by x, it becomes log x. Similarly here also integration this u term and this term, it is constant. So already in the assumptions in the parallel flow heat exchanger already I have told it. So integration of this dA between the limits a equal to 0 to a equal to a. So integration of dA will be a here. So directly I will write the equation log of th2 minus tc1 divided by th1 minus tc2. See here, you can see here. So in the parallel flow heat exchanger we have written here th2 minus tc2, because at the exit of the heat exchanger the temperature of the hot fluid is th2 and the temperature of the cold fluid was tc2. But here the temperature at the exit of the heat exchanger, the temperature of the hot fluid is th2 minus, from the exit point of the heat exchanger only the cold fluid is entering here. So at the exit of the heat exchanger the temperature of the cold fluid will be tc1, because at that point only the cold fluid is entering in the heat exchanger. So minus divided by th1 minus tc2, this will be equals to minus u, integration of dA will be a, rest all other terms remains same, mh into cph minus 1 divided by mc into cpc. Let me call this equation as equation 5. Now considering the total heat transfer, now considering the total heat transfer for the entire heat exchanger. Now considering the total heat transfer for the entire heat exchanger. So I will write here where Q is equals to mH into Cph into Th1 minus Th2. So this is the total heat transfer for the entire heat exchanger. This is written for hot fluid. This is written for the hot fluid. So let me write the equation for this cold fluid. It will be Mc into Cpc into Tc2 minus Tc1. This is written for the cold fluid. So now with these equations, let me write the values of this mH into Cph is given by Q divided by Th1 minus Tc2, whereas Mc into Cpc is given by Q divided by Tc2 minus Tc1. So now I will substitute these values, that is the mH into Cph value and Mc into Cpc value in equation 5. So let me write the equation 5 here. Log of Th2 minus Tc1 divided by Th1 minus Tc2. This will be equals to minus U into A. So there it is, 1 divided by mH into Cph. So 1 divided by mH into Cph. So I can write 1 divided by mH into Cph will be equals to Th1 minus Th2 divided by Q. For that purpose, I will take here Q outside. This will be Th1 minus Th2 minus as it is. So this will be Tc2 minus Tc1. So let me write. So I will multiply with minus sign to all these equations. So let me write here UA divided by Q. So this will be minus Th1 minus into minus plus. This will be Th2. So it is already minus Tc2 minus into minus plus with Tc2. So this is minus into minus plus, plus into minus again, minus minus Tc1. So now let me write this equation. Log of Th2 minus Tc1 divided by Th1 minus Tc2. This will be equals to U into A divided by Q. So now I will rearrange the terms. Right here Th2 minus Tc1 minus Th1 minus Tc2. The same. These equations only I have written in this form. Nothing any change here. So here minus Th1 minus into minus plus plus Tc2. The equation remains as it is. Let me call this equation as equation 6. So with this equation, you can write this Q term whereas Q is equals to, with this equation, let me write for the value for Q, where Q is equals to UA into Th2 minus Tc1 minus Th1 minus Tc2 divided by log Th2 minus Tc1 divided by Th1 minus Tc2. Let me call this equation as equation 7. So now comparing equations 1 and equation 7, equation 1 and equation 7, I can write delta Tm is equals to, so in equation 1 equation is Q is equal to U into A into delta Tm, where here in equation 7 Q is equals to U into A into this entire term. So comparing equations 1 and 7, so I can write this delta Tm will be equals to this entire equation. Easily I can write it here. Delta Tm is equals to Th2 minus Tc1 minus of TH1 minus TC2 divided by log of TH2 minus TC1 divided by TH1 minus TC2. So now delta Tm is equals to, so already we know it from the graph, TH2 minus TC1, that is the difference between, sorry, in the equation I have not written here, let me write here. So here you can see the difference in temperatures between the hot fluid and the cold fluid at the inlet of the heat exchanger. This is given by delta T1. The difference of this, the difference in temperatures of the hot fluid and the cold fluid at the inlet of the heat exchanger is given by delta T1. Similarly, the difference in temperatures of the hot fluid and the cold fluid at the exit of the heat exchanger, this is given by delta T2. So from these graph value I am going to substitute the values here. It is delta Tm. So this delta Tm, that is TH2 minus TC1, that is the difference in temperatures between the hot fluid and the cold fluid at the exit of the heat exchanger is given by delta T2 minus, this is TH1, this is minus sign. The difference in temperatures between the hot fluid and the cold fluid at the inlet of the heat exchanger is given by delta T1 divided by log of, this will be delta T2 minus delta T2 divided by delta T1. So this is the mean temperature difference for the counterflow heat exchanger. So here, since the mean temperature difference varies in a logarithmic manner, so it is called the logarithmic mean temperature difference. So I will write this equation as LMTD, that is logarithmic mean temperature difference for this counterflow heat exchanger. This will be same equation, that is delta T2 minus delta T1 divided by log of delta T2 divided by delta T1. Final expression. So the same equation I can write in this form also. It is LMTD is equals to, I can write in this form also, whereas delta T1 minus delta T2 log BC is delta T1 divided by delta T2. I can write the equation in this form also. So this is the final expression, that is LMTD, logarithmic mean temperature difference for counterflow heat exchanger.